So I think that there's obviously a real immediate pressure to address these funding needs for the crisis, but I think we should use the opportunity. I mean, don't let a good crisis go to waste. We can really see now what happens when you under-resource schools, when you under-resource families and communities.
Kate Green, should these students be given their money back? I mean, one student there was telling us that, online lectures are all well and good, but if you've got practical courses you're trying to follow, or you need to go to the library, or you need access to a computer, frankly, you're just not getting the education that you're paying for, are you?
No, this is a really desperate situation. Some students have to be on campus because they need access to equipment or labs or whatever it is. Others could perhaps study at home, but they don't have all the digital equipment that they need. There is a digital divide, and poorer students may not have the laptops or the internet connections that they need. And of course, many students feel that they did expect to come to university for face-to-face teaching, and so they're concerned if they're not going to get any of that at all, although they will understand the need to keep everyone safe. I think it's a really complicated situation because obviously students feel that they need help and support, and the priority's got to be to get them the best possible education. But there are many universities that we're in considerably difficult financial circumstances too. And so there is a balance to make sure that students are treated fairly, but that we can't allow any university to fail financially. We've asked the government repeatedly to guarantee that that won't happen. I'm afraid we've not had that guarantee.
One thing that hasn't helped, Kate Green, is what you said yourself about the coronavirus crisis, because a week ago you said that Labour shouldn't let a good crisis go to waste. Why did you say that?
Piers, that was the wrong thing to say. I regret it. I know it will have caused pain and offence to people who've suffered under this terrible pandemic, and I should not have said that. What I would say is that the crisis has exposed all sorts of things about our economy and about the pressure on our public services that we've got to learn from. We have to learn the lessons of this pandemic. So, for example, the workers who earn some of the lowest wages, who have some of the least good terms and conditions, are those we've most depended on in this crisis. We have to make sure that
we had Lisa Nandy on the programme early last week. Why was it she apologised days before you did for what you said?
Well, let me just say really clearly now, Piers, to you and to everyone who is watching, I apologise profusely for those comments. They were the wrong thing to say, and I'm particularly ashamed that people should feel that I was seeking to make political capital out of a crisis. What I was trying to say very... I was trying to say very...
You were. That's exactly what you were trying to do. You said that Labour should not let a good crisis go to waste. What's good about this crisis?
Nothing is good about this crisis. What I should have said, regret that I did not say properly and appropriately, was that we need to learn from this crisis, and I hope that we will.
Why didn't you apologise for 5 days?
Well, I'm really sorry. It's really great to have the opportunity to do it on something like Good Morning Britain, which means that I can reach many, many people who will know that I'm offering this apology.
OK, but no explanation for why it took you 5 days?
Well, I've been expressing my regret as often as I can whenever I've been asked to, Piers.
Well, you were asked about it immediately and it took you 5 days. That's not true.
I don't remember being asked immediately, but I just want to repeat what I'm saying.
You had the media asking for a reaction and you didn't apologise for 5 days. You know that.
I can't recall that, Piers, but I just want to say again now, I'm very sorry for what I said.
You didn't get a single media inquiry for 5 days about what you said. Is that what you're saying?
I remember one, and I remember we responded, and I'm sorry if you felt that was inadequate in terms of the way we responded. I just want to say again, I really regret what I said. I really regret the pain and offence it's caused. It was the wrong thing to say, and I want to apologise to everyone who feels particularly that was offensive and hurtful in the circumstances that
Kate Green, thank you. Let's turn back to the issue.
But I think we should use the opportunity. I mean, don't let a good crisis go to waste.